We have a guest tonight who is mighty interested in Senator Dodd. I'd like to have you look at him, and I'll tell you something about him. We had hoped that Senator Dodd would have the opportunity to confront his chief accuser. That accuser, the man you see now, Jack Anderson, made his flight here. Mr. Anderson is the controversial partner of the well-known Drew Pearson. The skeletons he has rattled in the nation's capital would drown out the best efforts of a brass band. Mr. Anderson has brought a bag full of bones with him, and we'll rattle them around a little bit right now. Tell us, why do you think Senator Dodd didn't show up tonight? Is it possible he got wind you'd be here?
Well, I've tried for 2 years to talk to him. If he had gotten wind of it, he wouldn't be here. So it is possible.
Why for 2 years has he refused to speak to you?
I don't know. I don't know at first. I can understand after Drew and I began writing columns about him why he might want to avoid us. But even before that, I tried to talk to him, and I guess he was nervous.
You have stated that between 1961 and 1965, Senator Dodd pocketed over $100,000 from his campaign fund. And I believe you consider that to be a conservative estimate.
Yes. During that 4-year period that the Senate Ethics Committee investigated, they found that he had taken in, off record, over $450,000. Now, as nearly as we can determine, and we've done a pretty good check on it, he spent for campaign purposes less than $200,000.
Now, he claims to be poverty-stricken.
Yes, he does, but he lives like a millionaire. He has a home in Georgetown in the same neighborhood with Ted Kennedy and Averell Harriman. He sends his wife and his children on vacations to Europe, to South America, to the Caribbean. He lives very well.
My name is Kathy Fisher, and I'd like to ask you, do you think our government is very corrupt?
No, people reading our column might get the idea that it is.
Yeah, they might.
But I do think that in fairness, and I'm glad to close on this note if we're near the end of the program, that we probably are governed better than we deserve to be. Most of the people who go into public service do so because there's something in their heart and in their soul that cries out for public service. Most of them regard public office as a public trust. Fortunately, the Adam Clayton Powells and the Tom Dodds, who give us our ammunition supply for our columns, are in the minority.
I'm going to let you quit on that positive note. Jack Anderson, ladies and gentlemen. Good night. Straight ahead.